Turning now to developing news from Portsmouth. That is where a firefighter is recovering after someone shot him while he responded to a call. A second person was also shot. Both went to the hospital. The shooting happened when fire crews got to Surry Street after a call for help last night. That's off of Hartford Street. 10 on your side's Kayla Gaskins joins us live now with the latest developing details. Kayla?
Well, Katie, we just learned moments ago that an arrest has been made in this case. The arrest was actually made previous, but we just got the identity. The man arrested is Donald Parker of Portsmouth. We're also talking to neighbors and getting more of a storyline of what exactly happened out here in this neighborhood on Surry Street last night. It all started apparently when this tree fell. You can see behind me. So we spoke with the man who lives inside this residence. He didn't want to go on camera and he didn't want to be identified, but he did tell us what he saw happened last night. So it started when the tree fell. The tree then hit this power line that you can see. The power line was drug all the way down as across the street. He said it was about 5 or 6 feet above the roadway, making the road impassable. Firefighters arrived, Dominion Energy arrived, and they shut off the street. Apparently there was an altercation between the homeowner, the home that we just showed you, his son, and one of the other residents in the neighborhood that had to do with parking. The homeowner here said he heard yelling. He heard gunshots, or he heard yelling, and then when he came outside, he said he watched a man, which we now know police believe was Donald Parker, fire into a crowd. And then he said he watched Parker walk right up to his son at about 8 feet away and fire shots. He said his son was bleeding profusely. He came out and tended to his son and called 911. He said his son was shot in the arm and the torso. His son was then taken to the hospital along with the firefighter. His son has now since been released from the hospital. Both the civilian, and the firefighter reportedly have non-life-threatening injuries. So a very dramatic story. We are learning that there has been some issues with this particular resident, Donald Parker. He reportedly moved into the neighborhood back in October of 2020 and has had issues with multiple neighbors since the house where the tree fell. They have restraining orders out against him, and so do another neighbors. They had a court date tomorrow where they were supposed to go to court over property destruction with Parker. So residents here say issues were simmering, and that all led up to last night's events. As we learn more information and as we get more information from police, we will be sure to share that with you on air and online. Again, we don't have an update on the firefighter's condition, although we do know from last night that his injuries were non-life-threatening. So as all of that information comes in, we'll be sure to share it with you on air and online. That's the latest in Portsmouth. I'm Kayla Gaskins, 10 on your side.